Hello.
Hey, Ruben?
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, Ruben. This is Kate from William Brown's team. I just saw your application come through for the business diagnosis call. Is now okay for a quick 2-minute confirmation?
This is how I would implement an AI voice agent inside a 500K plus per month funnel. Specifically, today we're looking at William Brown consulting business, where he helps entrepreneurs build and scale their online education companies. And this is a part of a series where I reverse engineer high ticket coaching funnels and I analyze where an AI voice agent might make sense to implement and explaining the reason why and exactly how we would do it. And in today's episode, the placement is going to be very specific, so stay tuned. So what you'll find in this video today is first a quick breakdown of William's funnel, especially in case you don't know him yet. Number two, the type of AI voice agents that could be installed, because AI agents can have multiple use cases. And number three, the one AI voice agent that I would actually deploy, explaining exactly why. Then I will show you a live demo. So I will pretend to be a prospect that opts in into William's funnel and that interacts with the AI voice agent. And finally, we're going to do a strategic analysis and I will tell you the KPIs I will look at. So without further ado, let's get started. By the way, my name is Ruben Davoli. I built and scaled a high ticket coaching business past $3 million. And today I run an AI automation agency after testing what really moves the needle in the business. Specifically, I focus on AI voice agents and any type of AI automation that really make a difference in sales. So let's have a look at William Brown's funnel. But first, a quick fun fact. I've been following William for several years now because we were part of the same mastermind a few years ago. At the time, he was still running his own day trading coaching business. And I was running also a day trading coaching business. That's why I remember him. And I remember that he was not showing the face like he's doing right now in that business, and they kind of stuck me. And that was one of the reasons how also he was able after to sell his company and then pivot in what he's doing right now, which is helping other entrepreneurs build and scale coaching businesses. So with that said, the way his funnel today works is that he's getting a lot of traffic through YouTube primarily, but also other social media platforms. But I believe the YouTube is the strongest. He also have a lot of experience with ads, but I think currently he's not running any type of ads. It's pure organic. And then the traffic goes into a landing page where there is a VSL. And after you watch the VSL, you go through a long qualification form where you can book a call, a 1-hour Zoom diagnosis call. And on the call, if there is a fit, there are offer 3 type of tier solutions: do yourself, done with you, done for you. And so it is the typical book a call funnel, pretty simple, with the high friction for sure by design. Like he's getting a lot of leads and he only wants to filter the one that are really interested. So the funnel itself is not volume constrained, but I did find some potential leak of revenue because I was also part of his program for some time. And when I did book a call, nobody called me back instantly. Like nobody called me back until the time I had the appointment, which is pretty normal. But that's where I think there is the main opportunity, which I'm going to explain better in a few minutes. So here's actually how the landing page looks like. Okay, there's the VSL, and then after you watch, you can book a call. You go to a different page where there is the calendar, and the long form questionnaire is embedded in the calendar. So here there are all the type of open questions that, these are typical high friction question that, someone needs to be fairly motivated to fill up this. They really look for help. It really filters the leads that are not already potentially a good fit. Okay, so this is how it looks like. And so what type of AI voice agent could be installed? Okay, there are different use cases, and here are some of the most popular that could be implemented in this type of funnel. So number one, there is an AI voice agent that could actually replace the qualification form. So all these things that have been asked, there's actually can be an AI voice agent that is asking the same question, so that if you want less friction, you just get the name, the email, and the phone number of the lead, and then that's it. So you have a lot more leads opting in, and then the AI voice agent calls the lead and is asking all these questions instead. Okay, so that's option number one, which, by the way, I wouldn't pick because in this case, it is already doing well. He probably doesn't want to waste more time with potential leads and complicate the flow of his leads. So this is not what I would do in this case. I would do for a type of funnel where it has the opposite issue, where it needs more leads, not in this case. The use case number two is a deep requalification call. So for example, once leads, they fill up the form, and you can see from the response that they are not a great fit. The AI voice agent could call those leads specifically to see if there's actually room for qualification, or if definitely are leads that they're not qualified and maybe they don't need to actually book a call. So the main reason I wouldn't do this in this case is that I just don't know exactly what's the behind of the scenes, how many bad leads are filling up, if these leads are worth calling back to go deeper into a qualification process or not. So still, it could be something valuable, but it's not something that I would do as a first use case. Use case number 3 is a no-show recovery engine voice agent, where, for example, the people that book a call and that they don't show, besides sending an email to kind of reactivate them, it could be an AI voice agent that calls them back to see kind of what happened, first of all, if it's worth setting up a different call. This is something that, sure, you might think either the human appointment setter or the closer on their calendar are doing. And I'm sure that his staff is already doing this. But the difference is that an AI voice agent could do that more systematically. Maybe a sales rep is calling the lead once and then it gives up. An AI voice agent, you can set it up in a way that if you want, can calls back 10 times, all right, just as an example. And so no-show, it's something that can be done, but also a use case similar that not only you call no-show, but you call all the leads that are in your list that express some level of interest at some point, but they haven't booked a call yet, or they have booked a call and they didn't buy for some reason. You can set up different voice agents for each of these use cases, and with the goal of booking a new appointment that is going to then be followed up by a closer. And this is exactly what I've done with my high-ticket coaching business, where the first AI voice agent that I tested. It can work very well. Also something valuable, especially for list reactivation, more than no-show recovery. But this is not also something that I would bet on William's case as a first AI voice agent. And primarily, again, because in order to make the decision, you would need to look more at what's the data, how many leads are sitting in the CRM, how many they don't show, what are the numbers, if it's even worth thinking about it, etc. And then use case number 4 is a 60-second call after booking reinforcement call. So the lead fills up this form, and after filling up, you get a call immediately within 60 seconds, within the time that you want to set, where the agent calls and reinforce the commitment. So this is actually the use case that I would pick, and in a second I'm going to explain why. But just to let you understand kind of my reasoning behind of AI voice agent when is the time to implement them in a high ticket business is not where should I put it just for the sake of having an AI voice agent in your business. But the question is, where does it increase leverage without breaking the structure, without breaking what already is working? And so that's why I would pick the 60-second reinforcement agent. These are the reasons. First, because it captures the peak emotional momentum, right? So that's the moment where the leads are the most committed. They perfectly remember who they're booking a call with, etc. And also, you might have heard about the Harvard Business Review study across many businesses that if you contact them within 60 seconds, the chance of closing them, the chance of revenue increase quadruples, literally. So this is actually the main thing I also will look into a business if it's possible to implement. In this case, yes, it does make sense. Sometimes you do this when someone opt-ins in your funnels or they just bought maybe an introductory product from you. In this case, I think it makes a lot of sense to call them within 60 seconds after they book a call with you. Because then in the script, you can also reinforce the commitment, okay? You prime the expectation, and there is a phase of deliver preparation value. Typically, there is like maybe a special training that gets delivered to make sure that they get extra value before the call and to really prime them, and then to lock the attendance, okay? So just an extra step to really make sure the lead is going to show up. Think about similarly, if sometimes you go to high-end restaurants and you make a booking through the website, something that often these restaurants do is actually calling you as soon as possible to do a similar process. Of course, it's for restaurants, so it's different, but to, first of all, also elevate the experience, and to make sure that these things are properly organized, that you are making sure that the guest, in that case, is fully prepared on what's coming before the appointment. So the same logic can apply here. So this agent itself is not removing the friction of booking. It's actually somehow adding now an extra level of friction where you really want to make sure that the ones that booked are fully prepared, but with the intent of having a higher show-up rate and a higher closing rate. So to give you context, the type of lead I'm gonna role play is called, like me, Ruben, is work in the real estate education, is making 30 to 40K per month. And what he's doing is helping real estate agents generate inbound leads via YouTube. And he has a 12-week group coaching program, okay? So this is kind of the profile that fill out this form, hypothetically, from Will's funnel. And the responses that he gave in the application form is that, in short, the lead flow is inconsistent. The main constraint is his revenue right now is tied to his active content output. So if he's doing content, he's doing well. If he's at the moment he's not making any money. Also he thinks that the backend is under optimized because probably has a weak ascension model. And then he's been asked, how confident are you to work with William? This one is 90% confident. As you can see, you can select here the level of confidence. And then he confirmed that he's financially ready to invest. So this call was designed to do what you're about to hear is not to sell, is not to requalify from scratch, is to keep a quick call within 3 to max 5 minutes to reference the application details that he put into the form, ask some clarification on his responses, because these are notes that the agent can put into the CRM and give to the closer, prime the prospect to the 90-day conversation, and give him access at the end to a private training that he can watch before the appointment, and to confirm the attendance. Okay, so all these things, that's the goal of the agent. And of course, is to give also the experience of having someone on point calling you right away. By the way, disclosing that it's an AI voice agent, so there's no reason to pretend to be human. Like, people these days are really getting used to talking to AI. But again, this is a goal that would eventually increase, most likely, show up rate and closing rate. So with that said, we can go ahead and show you how the call is going to work. Hello.
Hey, Ruben?
Yeah, who's this?
Hi, Ruben. This is Kate from William Brown's team. I just saw your application come through for the business diagnosis call. Is now okay for a quick 2-minute confirmation?
Yeah, sure.
Quick heads up, I'm actually the AI assistant helping William's team respond quickly, so handle all applications efficiently. I'll just confirm a couple of things and make sure you're fully set for Thursday. Sound good?
All right, sounds good to me.
I can see you're currently helping real estate agents generate inbound leads, and you're sitting between 30 and 40K in revenue per month. What's a goal you'd be really happy to hit within the next 6 months?
Well, I would be really happy to hit 100K plus per month.
That's a clear and ambitious target. Great to hear. You also mentioned back-end structure feeling under-optimized. Is that more about retention, offer positioning, or delivery systems?
It's probably a mix of those things, but I think that my offer positioning needs tweaking for sure, the most.
Offer positioning is a strong focus. That's a key lever. Perfect. Just so we're aligned, the goal of Thursday's call is to map out where growth may be leaking and what a realistic 90-day path would look like if you decided to scale properly. Is that also what you're hoping to clarify?
Yeah, that's exactly why I booked the call. Yes.
That's exactly the focus. Great alignment. Before we move forward, is there anything important about your situation that you didn't include in the application but want the team aware of ahead of the call?
Sure. I would like to discuss about my ads situation, because I would like to set up ads campaigns, but I'm encountering some issues. So yeah, that's something I want to talk about as well.
Ad setup challenges. Noted. That's valuable context. Because you booked today, William asked me to send over a short private training that we normally only share with active clients. It breaks down how his highest performing students structure their offers to avoid revenue plateaus. Would you like me to send that over now so you can review it before Thursday?
Yes, please.
Great. I'll send that immediately after this call. If you watch it beforehand, your session will be significantly sharper. It's about 20 minutes long. Sounds manageable to watch it by then?
Yeah, definitely manageable.
Perfect. You'll get it right after this call. So we're locking you in for Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Is there any reason at all something might prevent you from attending? William is very selective with who he's working with, and typically there are no chance to reschedule for the applicants who no-show.
No, for sure. I'll be there. Don't worry.
Confirmed. You're locked in. The team will review everything you shared, so you won't need to repeat yourself. You'll receive the private training shortly. If anything changes, just reply to the confirmation email. Sound good?
Sounds good to me. Thanks for your help.
Perfect. Looking forward to Thursday, Ruben. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. So you heard the call. I hope you enjoyed it. And so here's a brief analysis on what just happened. So this type of call, as I said initially, what really protects is the after application process, where again the emotional peak is at highest. The certainty for what they're gonna go ahead for is the highest, and there's also high intent. Okay. If you do the same thing, try to do the same call 40 hours later, even 24 hours later, the more you wait, the worse it is. The more doubt, the more the cools off is stronger. There's external influence. There's reduced conviction. So all those things that if you've been running a sales team, you know they are true. And unfortunately, when you rely exclusively on a sales team where humans need to take those actions, needs to take this type of calls, it's very difficult to make sure that you always call the leads on time. That's a human constraint. They're great at other things, but if you need to call your lead right away, today AI does it better. That's a fact. So AI protects that gap of really reaching out to the lead as soon as they're the warmest. Okay. So with that said, in practice, how can this make more money in a business that is doing already really well, like the one from William? So what I would track are these KPIs. After I install it, after we're running, let's say for 30 days, I will look at the show rate. How was the show up rate before and after this, assuming that we're calling each lead. Then I will look at the close rate delta. So what was the close rate before and what was the close rate after implementing this? Because I would bet that after a lot of these calls, the prospects are more empowered, they keep their warm, and the close rate, I would imagine, go higher. And then I would also track the call quality. You can send quick surveys. It's something we do by default in our agency, where after the call, you actually ask the lead how to rate how that type of service was. Similarly to what happens sometimes via email, you get instant feedback on if people are actually enjoying those calls. So you don't have to run thousands of calls before understanding if it's working or not. You can see straight away if people are having any issues at all with those or not, or if they actually like them, which has happened to me in the past. Then I would track the time to close. So, okay, if before it was taking, let's say, a week on average to close the lead after showing up on the sales call, I would like to see what happens after implementing an AI voice agent, if they are more motivated to go ahead sooner rather than later. And then most importantly, also the revenue per book call, because let's say that the close rate, show up rate, they all stay the same, but I would like to see if the revenue, the cash collected each call increases after an AI appointment setter set up the call with them. Okay, because in my opinion, it would give a very different impact and experience from the get-go to the prospects. So these are the KPIs that I would look at. So if you like this type of video, this type of breakdown, let me know in the comments other type of high-ticket funnels that you would like me to analyze and to see if an AI voice agent would make sense for them, how I would implement for them. Let me know the names in the comments. I already have a few lined up, but I'm always looking for new ideas. And if you already have maybe a high-ticket coaching business and you would like to implement something like this, you want to see if it would make sense for your business, you're going to find a link in the description where you can book a call directly with me. And I would do a similar type of breakdown, but specifically for your business. And in general, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.